Hi, welcome to Photon Academy. Once again, let us see some more problems related to the vectors. Let us take up the first problem. That is, first problem. The resultant of vectors, the resultant of vectors, OA bar and OB bar, is perpendicular to OA bar, perpendicular to OA bar. Find the angle, AOB. Find the angle AOB. Figure is given. Figure shown. Have the clarity before attempting the problem. Have the clarity. Resultant of vectors. Two vectors are given. One vector is OA bar, other vector is OB bar. And clearly as given, the resultant is perpendicular to OA bar. Have the clarity, perpendicular to OA bar. And E needs angle AOB. Figure is shown. Here I am indicating the figure. This is the figure. This is x-axis. Toward x-axis, vector OA. This is origin. OA. Given as 4 meters. Next, he has given in the figure. OB. This is OB 6 meters. And clearly shown with the help of the dotted lines. Y-axis is clearly shown. This is y-axis. Now he is asking us what is AOB angle? Angle AOB. Let us say this theta is quoted. Theta is how much he says. That's the question. Understand carefully. OA bar is along x-axis. OB bar is in this direction. OA is 4 meters. OB is 6 meters. And he is clearly showing that resultant is perpendicular to OA. That means along y-axis. Resultant is along y-axis. Clear? Resultant is along y-axis. Let us solve this problem. He says resultant is perpendicular to resultant is perpendicular to OA bar. That means here I show means that along y-axis, particularly along y-axis. Clear? Now have the clarity. This is OA. Resultant is like this. Towards y-axis, This is the result. R stands for resultant. R stands for result. Other vector is what? This is other vector. This vector is OB. This is 4 meter. This is 6 meter. Now he is asking us the angle between them. AOB angle. Angle AOB is how much? And AOB. Clear? Okay. Now observe carefully. When resultant is when resultant is towards y-axis. What is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of it? If R is the resultant, if R is the resultant of OA bar and OB bar. Resultant is towards y-axis means the component of resultant along x-axis is 0. Component of resultant along x-axis is 0. How the clarity? Theta is the angle between them. Theta is the angle between them. Understand? Theta is the angle between them. So entire thing is total resultant is acting only towards y. That means automatically x component is 0. Whenever any vector is there, it should have x component, it should have y component also. The entire resultant is acting towards only y means x component automatically has 0. Okay. Now here, what is the x component? Now I am showing again. This is x-axis. OA. O is this. This is OB. This is 4 meters. This is 6 meters. This is y-axis where the resultant R is acting. Resultant R. Now this is OA. This is O. Now I am splitting the component of OA bar along x-axis is 4 meters. Is only acting in the x-axis towards x-axis. There is no y component for it. This is the theta. Here. Now the component B along the x-axis, I need it. Along the x-axis, I need it. Clear? Along the x-axis. Okay. Now observe here. If this is theta, this becomes how much? 180. This is 180 minus theta. Now, OB vector immediately with this x-axis, negative x-axis, how much it's making? 180 minus theta. Immediate component, x component, the component of component of OB bar along x-axis is how much? OB cos of 180 minus theta. This is OB along the x-axis. I am splitting it. So cos of 180 minus theta is cos theta. Cos of 180 minus theta is cos theta. But in the second quadrant, it is minus. It is minus. So minus. Okay. Yeah. Minus 60 is how much? Magnitude OB cos theta. Cos theta. 6 cos theta. 6 cos theta. Observe carefully. This minus stands for the negative direction. This minus stands for the negative direction. So minus of minus cos 180 minus theta cos theta minus stands for negative direction because OB is pointing towards negative x-axis. Clear? Now, summation of all the components. Summation of x components of OA bar and OB bar is equal to 4 meter towards positive. Here, and sum minus of minus, it is plus 6 meters cos theta. 6 meters cos theta. Have that clarity, don't get confused here. Now observe, this is origin. OA is this direction. OB splitted component, x component of OB is splitted component is, this is 4 meters. This becomes 6 cos theta. So already it is negative. That means if I want to show it perfectly, or minus of minus 6 cos theta, that becomes 4 plus 6 cos theta. 4 plus 6 cos theta. Okay. Now this summation is 0. This summation becomes 0. Why 0? Because entire resultant is acting only in the y direction. Observe carefully. If f is resultant, under root of fx square plus fy square, where fx is components of this force, resultant force along x-axis, sum of the component force of the resultant along y-axis. If entire resultant is acting towards only y means, wow, fx should be 0. If fx is 0, then only automatically f becomes fy. F becomes f. That is the meaning. So all the sum of the components of that force, resultant force along the x direction is equal to 0. Cos theta is minus 4 by 6. Minus 4 by 6. That is equal to minus 2 by 3. Yes. This is the answer. Understand? Cos theta. Theta is cos inverse of minus 2 pi. Clear? Very simple question. Only you have to split up into the components and you have to write it in such a manner that resultant in the y direction is present, such that fx component, sum of the fx component, all the vectors along x direction are 0. Okay. Stop here. Thank you very much for your patient.